Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Silksong, where Hornet is still resting and recovering from last episode, which was there was so much salt and so much frustration and raginess that needed to be dispelled, and it is starting to dissipate a little bit, especially after the victory, the ultimate and final victory over this stupid, this dang savage beastfly that frustrated me to no end, and those stupid little flyers that he decided to bring into the second fight. Just so much fun, but definitely I'm actually recording this right on the back of that previous episode, the end of it, so I'm still reveling in the savoring the joy of victory over the savage beastfly. But it is a new day here, and we must start on that new day, and we're gonna start by switching crests, which I've already done. I've already gone ahead and equipped the Wanderer crest, which we have not used in some time. I want to keep bouncing between the various crests here and trying them all out. One thing I did not note at the end of last time, we had made a strategic switch to the curve claw tool, but we had also switched to the Hunter's Crest, which I did not mention. The astute observers in the audience will have noticed that we were using that, of course, but it made a big difference, I think. The focused extra damage strikes that we were getting, especially in the later stages of the fight when I was kind of getting in a good flow, really helped push us over the finish, I think. So shout out to the Hunter's Crest. Still one of my favorites. But we're going to give the Wanderer Crest another go here. We're going to equip the Cogwork Wheel, because maybe I can use that against some roaches, as we, I think, are going to give another attempt to the Queen's Egg delivery quest. See if we can make that happen, especially now that we have a new route to follow. We'll also keep using our other standard lineup here with the Weave Light and Quick Heal, Multi-Binder, all that good stuff. And I am going to use the Cross Stitch as well. Once again, I have not been using that as much recently, but I really like it, and I think it might be good against some roaches as well. So anyway, housekeeping there out of the way, let's get to our other housekeeping duties, which is I just want to quickly check in with the NPCs in Bellheart. We did talk to Chakra last time, and I just want to make sure that she doesn't have anything new, as well as anybody else here in Bellheart. Pavo is nothing new from Pavo, nothing new from Frey, and I think really what I'm most interested in here then is the how do I get to him is what I need to remember. But we have the Bell Hermit. The Bell Hermit, it's not this elevator, is it? It's the one through there's the secret passage through the Bellway. The Bell Hermit we have not checked in with in a while. There is a secret passage in here, isn't there? Or am I tripping? I must be tripping. Let's check the map. How about we do that? Look at the map and see. How do we get down? Was it not part of this room? I could have sworn it was. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I just forgot where the secret was. That's all. And then we need to find our way to the Bell Hermit, who is not too far down from what I remember. I want to say he's like right here. There we go. Okay, cool. Anything new from this guy? Those bugs cowering in their gleaming bells. Grink. They claim a common calling to serve the pilgrims as they make their path upwards. Such a crucial role they award themselves, surely worthy of praise. A sweet lie, of course. They, like their predecessors, are simply too weak and fearful to venture any farther. A settlement born from indolence. Okay, I think that was new. So a little bit of new dialogue here and there from the Bell Hermit. And his cane sitting out in front here. I presume not been used in a while, because hence the name Bell Hermit. Okay, I might do some more backtracking through the rest of these little side areas in Bellheart at some point, just to make sure there's nothing else. No other secrets that I've missed, but for now... By the way, I should also mention something I mentioned last time at the end of the episode, but I did pick up a new monitor recently, and in the process of that, I decided to give a try to a new lighting setup, which you've probably noticed already with the video here. Let me know what you think. How do you like the new lighting setup? give me a comment down below. So just getting that out of the way. I think we're going to give another shot, though, to the Queen's Egg quest. We'll start here. We will start in... I have not cleared out the way ahead of time, obviously, which is what we may end up doing. We're going to at least give one go, kind of the normal way of just taking the... making our way through Greymoor and trying to get to the new little shortcut that we have to Styx. So let's see, the last time we tried to do this, of course, we were very, very rudely interrupted. I'm gonna be curious to see if the Wardenfly who did that interrupting is still around. Does he go away once the gag is done? Once you've already fallen prey to the gag, does the Wardenfly stick around? Or, if he sticks around, does he still kidnap you off to the slab? If so, that's pretty annoying. Let's try not to get kidnapped. We're not gonna experiment with it. At least intentionally. We may still, unintentionally find ourselves trapped in a cave. Cave? A cage? Hello there. Oh yeah, we're using this crest. New crest. New crest time. I did actually forget to fill up my silk before we left. I forgot to jump in the hot tub. I had restarted the game and forgot to jump in the hot tub. It is so nice, though, now having 7 masks. 7 masks! Look at that, man. It is so beautiful. It is the most beautiful sight in the world. It's brilliant. I love it. Oh, we have a new Hunter's Journal entry. For the Dreadcatcher. These bugs look to have spent every waking moment at their work, grim, endless labor in service of the unseen citadel above. Unseen to them, apparently. We did get, I guess, the Queen's Egg added here. We have still... Oh yeah, the Wandering Merchant quest. We have to look for Jubilana in the Coral Chambers, the lower Coral Chambers. Lots of fine pins still to hunt as well. And then that last pickled muck maggot ingredient. Rare delicacy that we have to hunt down. Oh, it's probably going to be off somewhere in, like, the Bilewater zone, is what it seems like. And then we added the Queen Egg, which I think we read before. Containing a young silk eater queen. Yeah, we know we need to deliver this to our buddy Styx. I guess we have to go up this way, though. Remind myself how this goes. And we will not bench. We're going to do our best not to bench. But I may take a quick... I actually don't need silk. I was going to buy silk from the barkeep. But I'm always curious just to check to see if there's anybody new here. I always walk right into that one as well. I'm not trying to make the fun. It just happens. Miss Grown Up has hunted much. I think this is the same as before. No. That joke is so overdone already. No new dialogue, haha. But this time, though, we get to... we actually don't want to... We don't want to head up into Cinder's Row. That's right. We want to make our way across. This may still be the right way to go. We may still ride the elevator so that we can float down over here. And then go into this opening. Is this the quickest route? Maybe. We're gonna have to deal with some crows, I think. Or some other enemies that I'm forgetting about. Ah, this guy. I don't have an aerial tool for him. Don't have an aerial tool for him. I would like to be able to... run on by. That's what I want to do. I would prefer to just run by everybody. Not even bother with any of you. Screw you. Out of my way. I got a delivery to make. Now we get into crow territory. Can I run past the crows? We'll find out. It's probably not a good idea to run past everybody. But then again, maybe it is. Maybe the game's actually designed that way. And I should take advantage of that more often. Here I might take... Oh, that's right, this room. So, yeah, now we're going up. We're here. We're basically here. And I have a claw line. I gotta remember there's a claw line that exists. This is where... Okay, we are using... Yeah, we have a downward pogo. So my pogoing is... Oh, we gotta deal with these guys. Okay. So this is the first... This is the first challenge here. Let's get you down here. And let's parry you. Oh, I love that. I love it, man. So good. Parrying is so OP. Need more silk now, but so worth. I don't know. Oh, I can hit you through the floor. I wasn't sure if I could do it with this crest. I'm totally fine when we're on a when we're on a delivery quest. I will. Oh, okay. Now I will go up this way. So this room, I have to go over here. Maybe I could do some fancy pogoing on those spikes. Okay. Oh, shit. Now, we're basically there. We just have the one little crow to get out of the way. Actually, where am I? Or where's the next where's the next leg of the journey? Oh no, it's over here. What am I thinking? Why did I can be so blind sometimes. I think we're here, guys. I think we made it. I could be so blind because I totally didn't see the wall over there that I'm just supposed to dash to. But I think... Oh, we have a little bit more to go. Okay, we're not quite there yet. Hold on. Just a little while longer. Not this way, though. This way. And now we're here. Dude, okay, that was cool. That was not so bad. And we get a... We'll take our Silk Eater here first. Get that business out of the way. And then we will speak to our slave. Sir, I have brought a queen's egg at request of Belhart's couriers. It was a hazardous journey, but the creature inside has made it here alive. How sublime! To think that my dear mistress would be the one to deliver the precious package. I had feared for the competence of those feeble couriers. Oh, he actually... did I forget the dialogue on this one? Maybe I should have read the dialogue, but I guess Styx would have ordered this. Orders a queen's egg on Bugazon. It surprises me to know you correspond with them. Yeah, me too. I must... Hornet, always reading my mind. I must wonder where else you go and who else you speak to after you scurry back up into the darkness. My whispers travel far, mistress. You need not worry yourself with my comings and goings. All I do is in your service. And now please give her to me, the little queen. Queen's egg wish granted. Oh boy. Styx is so happy. With this, so caringly delivered by the mistress, our nest can be expanded. Is he actually going to... Oh my god, he wasn't kidding. It is done. Our nest is larger and the little queen begins her toil. More morsels can I grow for you now. Are you pleased with me, my mistress? You are diligent at your work and have raised no claw against me. If it remains so, I will have no reason to be displeased. Oh boy, you basically, you basically, that I, you put him on cloud 9 with that comment, Hornet. Ah, then my work will continue, for I am ever your devoted slave. Okie doke, there it is. Nest has been expanded. I think, didn't we, it just means we're gonna get more Silk Eaters, right? But I don't know for sure. Let's leave and come back, but I feel like we have to like leave for a longer period of time. Maybe we could even like reboot the game if we wanted, because there is a bench right here. But there's no, yeah, it's gonna be something we come back to. So, okay, cool. Delivery quest has been completed. So with that, I think since we are here in Greymoor, I will pick up my backtracking, which is gonna start kind of around the halfway home, and then we need to cover the western portion of Greymoor. I think there's a resident in a bell home up here that we need to talk to, and something else up here, which maybe I could get with a claw line, but probably it's a double jump spot. One way or the other, we're going to see what we can find in Greymoor and then probably continue into Shellwood. Maybe there are probably still a couple spots in the Blasted Steppes that I didn't check. Like I didn't check back right here to see if this is really a claw line spot. And yeah, we'll I guess from there just kind of make our way up into the Citadel. But of course, that's the general plan. But who knows exactly what curveballs this wonderful video game is going to throw at us here. So we shall see. In fact, as I'm thinking about it, I'm just going to make a little bit of a tweak to that plan. I think I will go ahead and bench here, and we'll actually start by exploring Sinner's Road. We have, obviously, the path into Bilewater, which I don't want to go to a new zone just yet. By the way, interestingly, apparently, I guess the Phantom fight is part of Bilewater. I hadn't noticed that until looking at this map here, which shows that the transition from the Mist into where we found Phantom apparently was Bilewater. So once we get the Bilewater map, we'll maybe be able to see where we fought Phantom. So yeah, I think I will start by re-exploring Sinner's Road, because I do think there are a couple markers on the map here that we can look at a little more closely, and maybe also we might end up using our simple key that we have procured. So we'll start in Sinner's Road, and we'll see how things go. Okay, got that guy out of here, and now I think I'm finally ready. Oh, I see the shell shards there, actually. I forgot there was a shell shard deposit here, but I know we had marked this spot on the map because I was too scared to swim around in the water. Now, the thing is here, I don't really have a heal, so I'm still gonna end up with the fucking putrid water, but I am fairly close to... I said putrid water, the maggot water. We're gonna be maggot infested here, I think, regardless, but we're pretty close to getting to the bench where we met Chakra the first time, so I think we're okay taking that risk. Yeah, it's just gonna be these shell shards that we get, and man, that drains your silk so fast. It's ridiculous how quickly that drains your freaking silk. But at least now we have no qualms about mucking around in the maggot water. I don't even know how many shell shards we got. I don't even know if it was worth it, but at the very least we can take off this, I can look at my map, can I not? We can take this off of the map. I don't suppose, let's, actually before we go back, let's just quickly poke our head into the Mist. I just want to see if there's anything different there. I would imagine not. I think the zone is probably going to behave the way that it did before, but since we're here, let's just check and see. Would this mechanic have changed at all, given the fact that we have, you know, defeated Phantom? Maybe it has. Maybe getting rid of Phantom and getting rid of... Wait, was this here before? I don't remember this being here before. Maybe I have the memory of a goldfish, but I do not... This is different, isn't it? This is actually incredibly different. What? Oh, okay. We have dispelled the mist, and now we just have this one single room, which was acting as this... It was like this convoluted, completely difficult to navigate terrain before. Absolutely fascinating. I hadn't even thought about... I had seen that the portion of the map had filled in, but I just thought, oh, this is how the mist is represented. Look at how small it is. It looks so small now that we've made it through, and now it's no longer confusing. It hadn't even occurred to me that the room might just be completely... Or there may just be a room that has replaced everything. The mist exists no longer. Wow, what a fun surprise. So then, it's going to lead to bile water, though, is what this map is telling me. And... But that is the exhaust organ. The exhaust organ is in bile water. Huh, what do you know? Well, this actually, I can check two things off my list here, because the other thing that I had wanted to do was to explore in the swamp, in the maggot water, to the right of the exhaust organ. And sure enough, it looks like there is a thing here. Oh my god. Except not? No! What? Is this gonna be one of these, like, things that opens from the other side? Ah, there's a platform over here that feels like there should be a thing. It must be, it's gonna connect from somewhere else. I guess? I don't know. So, there's a thing to get to here in the maggot water, but it's just a little ledge for now. Well, okay, so I can check those two things off of my list. That is fascinating. Huh. Okay, let's go ahead and then quickly bench, since we're here at the exhaust organ. We will quickly grab the bench just to get rid of the maggot infestation. Get that out of here! And I might also change my tool real quick. But okay, I was gonna say the other little things here that have happened. Let's see, what new... I guess we got a new Silk Eater, that's what the thing was there. And then there are a couple new journal entries that have filled out. We did complete the Roach Keeper entry. Though their mind is largely lost, their skill with a chain has not been forgotten. Does the haunting eternally bind a bug to the task it had in life? And then another entry that I completely forgot about. I had taken a note of it, and then I forgot to mention it when we did our second round of Savage Beastfly attempts last episode. In going back to fill up my Plasmium file, I did fill out the entry for the Overgrown Pilgrim. These stinking little annoying moss shooters. The moss shooters? The moss spewers? The moss looks to grow even inside their stomach, which the pilgrim spits. They are moss spitters. Spits at foes in compressed gobs. A foul form of offense. Yeah, thanks. I hate it. So those guys are in our Hunter's Journal for good now. And so... No biowater map yet, of course. We have to, we'll get there eventually, but I will continue through Sinner's Road here. There's at least this pickup by the bench that I think we can get now with claw lines, so we'll head there next, I think. Actually, another change of plans. I decided, why don't we just look around here in the exhaust organ a little bit? Because it's kind of fascinating, actually. Or it just, maybe not fascinating, but... There's no organ playing now. Phantom is gone, and so this place is so eerily silent, and there's no steam popping out from every direction. It's just, it's such a different feeling now, going through this place. I do wonder, is this, where is it? Here it, is this it? No, this was the secret path outside. But there was, we had the reflection that showed Lace and Phantom. Here it was. Does this still? And sure enough, look, there is Silk. I think this is the tell. I think when there are Needle interactions, we can tell there's going to be because there's a thread of silk nearby. This still is here. You can still get the little lore drop with Phantom and Lace, which I want to know more about. I'm so curious when we cross paths with Lace again. Will she mention anything about Phantom? I hope she does. Okay, I think we can get this treasure above the... We can get this above the bench if we use Clawline, because Clawline is just basically as good as a double jump in a lot of these instances. There we go. Okay, so the rosaries that the super very valuable rosaries that I've been missing out on this whole time are in the collection. Good, good, good. Right, and of course we have our simple key prisoner. I believe the Green Prince. Oh shit! I should have used a claw line. The Green Prince, if I remember correctly. We don't have any other place now to use a simple key. I'm sure there are going to be more. I feel sure because there were more than 3 in Hollow Knight. So I have a feeling there probably would be, it would seem weird for them to only do 3 simple keys in Hollow Knight, but I don't know, maybe. Either way, I think we're gonna use it here. I think we're gonna use it, even though he told us not to. And maybe we're in for getting our butts kicked because he's gonna be mad that somehow we let him out, but it's what we gotta do. We're in a video game. We do this. We gotta do the thing. So, I am freed, despite no request of mine for aid. He's pissed. I do not ask gratitude. The key merely fit the lock. If you choose, stay in here and wait till your shell hardens to crust. That's not a bad response, I gotta say. Hornet has a way with words, doesn't she? No, I shall depart shortly. With my way clear, my wish again propels me, though I tried to avoid it. Then safe journey, tall bug. I'll not pry further. Clearly you bear your own burden. That's it. My wish, the way is now clear, and so his wish must be completed. Safe journey, tall bug. This is Pharloom, warrior. Safety is a myth. Damn. Safety is a myth. Oh my god. Okay, we have released the Green Prince. And I guess it will remain to be seen then exactly where we will cross paths with him again. But he has no more for us right now, so to be continued. Oh. Hello there. Hello, Suswall. I found you. I found something new down in Greymore. Sure enough. Okay. These all right, there we go. We got some beads. Rosaries come my way. And what other wonderful stuff do we have here? It looks like we're transitioning back into the Hunter's March. The Hunter's March terrain. It looks like, though, we're not going to get anything more than just a couple of rosaries. Unless there is some other connection to be made here. We are on the border of Hunter's March, I suppose. But that looks like that's all there is to it. Just a, you know, a fun secret, but no spool fragment, no mask shard. Are you kidding me? Mask shards? We may have collected them all at this point. There might not be a single mask shard left in this video game. So, okay, well, a fun new thing, but a very small thing at that. But hey, that's part of the game. We keep looking for all the things, all the secrets. Did I just find another one? Did we find this before? We must have found this before, right? I'm not sure, but Litany of the Worker. May we catch the dregs and never tire. May we clean the dregs and never hunger. May we spool the dregs and never falter. These are starting to make a little more sense. These various lore tablets that we've been seeing all over the place. These, I'll be curious to go back and look at some of the ones that have like, the ones that felt like it was a musical direction. Because some of them, I think, probably mention dregs, and it's almost like giving directions to the workers who have been tasked with collecting these dregs from under the Citadel, and telling them exactly how to respin or respool that thread. Litany of the Worker. All of these workers, such as the Dreg Catcher, Silk Snipper. The Greymoor bugs in particular are really tasked with keeping track of all the dregs and the silken dregs. But it's interesting that it's such a prominent feature of the lore so far, because, you know, I don't know, it just feels like, okay, big deal. Like, they're catching these dregs of spool and bringing them back up to the Citadel. What's the big deal? Why, you know, the source of the silk, the source of all the thread, you know, is producing more, is it not? But it must not be producing enough, because it still requires all of this collection effort on the part of these workers in order to make sure that, everything is, that they are meeting their silken quotas, you know? This is actually a pretty good parry. Pretty good parry candidate. There we go. The big bugger rats. The big bugger rats, because that's of course what they're called. AKA Mite Mothers. We still need 4 more of these, but we're getting closer. Edging on closer. Okay, let's check in with, I don't remember their name, but they have a bell home here in Greymoor. A locked bell home, call out. Yes, yes, yes. No. I'm sorry, I don't remember who you are, but it's been so long. But it looks like we still haven't brought a worthy specimen, huh? We need to bring a worthy specimen with something truly nasty inside them, otherwise leave the great Yarnaby. Forgive me for forgetting your name once again. Leave the great Yarnaby in peace. This is still not something that we can do, huh? Huh. I'm so confused. A worthy specimen. Like, it feels like one of these things where they're supposed to give us a quest or a wish, and then we go out and we find the thing. But this is like, we need to find the thing first, so they'll be interested. And something juicy inside. I don't know what this means. Sorry, truly nasty inside them. Okay, we'll have to keep thinking about this, and maybe it'll make sense at some point. I don't suppose... Wait, they reacted to that? Okay, I kind of want to keep doing this just to see. They apparently don't like that. But I also don't think it's actually going to get them to, you know, come out of their home or anything. It's like, are we taunting them? Is that supposed to be what this is? Did we ever try the Needlin? Doesn't feel like you would get a Needlin interaction with someone who's like locked inside their home. It is funny that they react to the little Garama, which I still don't know exactly what it's supposed to do. Don't tell me. Let me figure it out. Hopefully one day. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I can always look in the menu, and that might be what I end up doing. Just look in the menu and figure it out there. But yeah, we'll have to keep mulling over exactly what we're supposed to do with this quest for the Great Yarnaby. All right, I finished up the rest of exploration in Greymoor. as well as Bellheart, just giving a once-over in the tunnels above and below Bellheart just to make sure there's nothing new there. Did not find anything noteworthy. And so I'm ready to move on to Shellwood here, but I realized that we just happened to have collected enough rosaries, just enough rosaries, to pick up this bell lacquer. So why not? I think the only other vendor that we have stuff to buy from, for the moment at least, is the 12th Architect. Maybe there will be more options when we make that delivery out to far fields, but for now, I don't see any reason why not to just go ahead and keep spending. Oh, we get to choose a color? Oh my god. I actually get to make a choice on what color I want for my bell home. That's an interesting... We've got red and blue, and then bronze, and then black and white. Let me, before I did not realize there was a choice involved. Before I make that choice, then, let's just quickly check to see, just kind of look at what the color is right now. It's already... Oh, actually, it's not really bronze. It's got some bronze parts on it, but it's mostly like a, I don't know, a dark gray. What color would we want this to be? What color do I want this to be? I don't think I want... I don't think... If we do gold, it's gonna look a lot like the... What's her name? The Relic Seeker? At least it looks like a similar color to that. So... probably not this one. If we're strictly picking on the basis of, for those familiar with the Mist series, and the Akinar versus Cirrus dueling brothers, bring me the blue pages, that would be the obvious choice for, for this channel, for someone with the, that same, what's the phrase? Nom de plume? Is that the phrase? I'm probably making that up. But, blue feels like it's gonna kind of stand out like a sore thumb, though, if we pick that one. Why don't we just go with... let's go red to match Hornet's cloak. Not because we are a fan of Cirrus. Fuck those red pages. But Hornet as the Red Hunter's cloak, let's go with red. Let's do it. I might regret this, but, you know... You live with your choices. And then you get to play on a fresh file if you want to re-roll the entire game just to change the color of your bell home. Who knows, maybe we can buy a repaint for some price. The perfect choice. Your bell's about to be looking the finest in town. We'll get the work started right away. Yeah, that maybe, for all we know, they might just offer a repaint for the same price. Maybe a slight discount, probably the same price though. So we made a good start on the painting, resident. Give us a little more time and your bell will be shining like new. Oh, it's not ready just yet. The bell lacquer option, though, is gone from the shop. She said they got started. I mean, oh, I see. There's a little ladder here, and you can see it's in progress. Okay, I think we made the right choice, though. I'm satisfied with the choice that we have made. So, with that done, we will continue the backtracking and exploration into Shellwood. I wouldn't expect there to be that much different in Shellwood, but I have, you know, Silksong is teaching me to expect the unexpected. So let's, excuse me, we will see what we can find. Aha! The idea did occur to me as I was coming up here. I thought, oh, I wonder if New will be in the Sister Splinter boss room. Sure enough. She looks like she's got like a big old snail shell with this backpack. It's... New is quite the character. Ooh, mama, look here, Miss Grown-Up. Very fascinating creature here. All dead in bits now, but still good. She takes the shape of the woods for her body, and her hair like bitter leaves. Clever, thinks New.
Buenera.
This creature staked its territory here and attacked as I passed through. You should not linger long. Her tribe remains hidden amongst the branches, disguised and waiting to strike. Ooh, so the cutting up was done by you? New gives her warm thanks. Now Nu can inspect this creature well, all its gooey insides and crunchy shell. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Nu takes time with her creatures she must inspect closely. Thick arms, flaky hair, delicate eyes. Nu will inspect it all. So fortunate to have Nu on the case. so fortunate to have her. I'm curious to see if there's going to be any... Do we get anything? Or will there be any special progression for meeting and interacting with Nu in each of these locations? Curious to find out. I'm not totally sure that I got this before. I feel like I would have, but I also checked my notes just now and I didn't have it where I would think I would have put it. So we have another one of these harp needle-in tablet interactions next to a weaver ability. Sister spider, husk bound to branch, watch over these bugs, passing safe, warded by fear, no longer your meal. Husk bound to branch, obviously a Shellwood reference. No longer your meal. So there was the weaver that was here was feasting on the local wildlife, but now don't do it anymore. You're now bound to watch over them. Interesting. I feel like we would have seen this before, but also I do not really remember. So maybe I backtracked through here the last time before we had the needle-in. So there you go. It's been a little while since we checked in with Greyroot, so we can see if maybe wasn't there some ritual or something that was supposed to be progressing? Has that progressed? It looks like no. The time will come soon. The time of birth approaches. All right. And did we get your Silksong? Probably. Guessing we did, but we'll double check it. Okay, this I do not remember. We're not getting any lyrics. Although there's clearly a reaction. What in the world? That's the most unique. Well, there's just the fact that there's no lyrics. So, well, I say so far. It doesn't look like there's going to be any lyrics. Curious. Why is that the case? Why is that the case? Do you react to that at all? No, just that the time will come soon. Okay, so a very unusual Silksong, and just, I mean, it goes with the territory here. Greyroot is another very unusual bug. Are you a slug? Or what? I don't know what you're supposed to be, but we're still waiting on that birth. I don't think I ever found this platform. Somehow I made it through the blasted steps without finding this switch. Apparently there was a shortcut platform I could have unlocked. That would have been maybe a little bit helpful, but I guess we managed without it. I did make it through the rest of Shellwood, and nothing else noteworthy that I was able to find, although we did fill out another journal entry for the pond catchers. Once a hunter purely for food, now they hunt unthinking and unending. So so I moved on to the blasted steps here, and I did double check to make sure that this was a double jump spot. I fixed the marker as well as a few other markers that I've got on the map. My scheme here should be a little more consistent now. The yellow / gold markers should be what I'm pretty confident are double jump spots. The bronze ones are more questionable, like maybe I need a double jump, but I'm feeling kind of sketchy about it. So that is where we sit on those. So then, was there anything else here that I missed? Was there anything else to this section, or is this just all now? Is this all material that we have that we have faced previously. I think so. I think I just didn't, for whatever reason, I failed to come into this little cubby hole down here, and I think that's all there is to it. How does it feel to get a taste of your own medicine, bitch? How does it feel? Ah, giving those Driznits their own frickin' medicine. Feels good, man. Okay, I've now finished the backtracking in the Blasted Steppes. So we've made it through Greymoor, Shellwood, Blasted Steppes, basically everywhere. All of these southern areas, we've gone through at least once now with the claw line. Maybe there's a couple places in... I actually did not... I don't think I went back through the Marrow or a couple of these places after understanding exactly what the claw line is able to do and how it can actually act to bridge gaps that you could not previously. But I'll think about going back to those later, maybe when we get a double jump or some other ability. For now, that brings us to the Citadel. And I think I'm going to start making my way through the Underworks? Question mark? We'll see how it goes here. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to start with the Underworks or make my way through the Coral Chambers, because we did kind of just come through the White Ward and part of the Underworks, the Cauldron. But I don't think I haven't re-explored this left-hand side of the Underworks, and I also did realize that there's a door that I don't think we just never went in that's down near the Cauldron. So we'll see exactly how this goes. We've got our quests as well that we need to complete by killing choristers or other enemies in the Coral Chambers, and there's this Jubilana NPC that we've got to find somewhere. So one way or the other, I will be starting my journey through the Citadel. I'm still not going to talk to the Flea Master here, because I don't want to prompt the fleas to move on. If they are ready to do so, I'd like them to hang around for the moment. I'm not ready to journey off with them to wherever they may go next. But yeah, let's continue on with the rest of our backtracking here in the Citadel and see what we can find. So I did decide to start with the Underworks, and so far I have not found anything of note. I did check in with our pal Loam, who is still huffing and puffing away on his little treadmill up here, but he didn't have anything new to say. So I haven't found anything new just yet, but I have made my way down here to this door that I guess we never went inside. Is that true? Did I just completely... I think I just completely picked a direction and never came back. I must have gone to the right, and I never came back in this direction. So, okay. This might be a good place for us to use our new conch cutter tool, which I've been having some fun with here. I'm not necessarily the best at aiming it yet. Except I guess I was. What? I have no idea what I just did, other than I'm exploding some of these. There we go. Some of these. The thing is, with this conch cutter, if you can connect, you're gonna get a whole bunch of hits. If you actually do get this thing to hit its target. I must have hit the... who knows how many of these. Cogwork Haulers. Another journal entry that we have filled out here. Born and built only to work until time stiffens its limbs. Perhaps it is mercy this construct knows nothing of the freedom it lacks. And, yeah, probably best to have it be the one carrying around the frickin' flint flame that's going to explode at any second. I did also fill out a couple other underworker... I think literally the Underworker was one of the new ones that got completed here. With all the refuse collapsing throughout their domain, the workers' stiff shell would be essential if they held any hope to survive. As well as the Undersweep. We filled this one out too. Their sharp cleaning implement is as filthy as the rest of the place. They only layer grime on grime. I mean, what else can you do? The place is completely filthy. Oh, shit. Okay, okay. Alright. I should have known maybe I'd be walking into some sort of a trap here. Can we do this again with the, I How many of these haulers are in this room? Oh, there's a flea down here. Okay, so those haulers just kind of like, they're so much nicer than the I'm gonna look up the name here to remind myself. I keep calling it the bombardier, but I do want to remember what was this thing called from the deep docks. Let's get the actual precise. The flint flame flyer. Ah, bombardier sounds better. I like bombardier. Hate those guys, but that hauler is so much nicer because once it starts tracking you, you just got to get some distance, and it'll blow up before you know it. How long have you been stuffed in this little container down here, you poor thing? Flee, be free. All right, cool. Another flea headed home to the collection. A good thing we came back down here. So yeah, cool. Flea has been freed, and we will now continue. Oh my god! Fuck me! Shit! I should have known it wasn't over. I should have Get me the hell out of this. Team Cherry, you suck. He's like, here, I'll show you how easy it is to get away from these things. Oh shit. No, I'm just falling in lava. This is good here. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. We're gonna continue making our way. I might not explore. I probably am not gonna explore the rest of the cauldron, although maybe we'll do a quick check-in here with the 12th Architect. Let's head up there real quick. You never know exactly when there's going to be a new dialogue here. Or maybe we want to buy one of the other things, although I don't think we have the craft metal. This, I think, is the same as before. Yeah, we're looking for craft metal before we can get this sawtooth circlet. So nothing new to do here, and we just so recently came through the cauldron with the claw line. Like, it's designed for the claw line, essentially, as you're making your way around it. So I think we're set. I might check over here again to remind myself what's going on with this door, but I don't think we can get through this. I think it's just blocked. So yeah, maybe I'll make my way back up through the White Ward up into the Coral Chambers. And one way or the another, we will continue here with the backtracking. And as we've been doing this entire time, and we have been lucky with finding things. I was gonna say, we're gonna see what we can find, and that has borne fruit. We're finding all sorts of stuff. So even in some sections here, like the beginning of the Underworks, where there doesn't seem to be too much to find, although there was, I do remember, I did re-explore down here. I will quickly note the fact that there was this, we could see like the outside of Bellheart, it seems. Like there's this, you can kind of see this bell home that we're up against. And then there's like this weird voice inside that's going, it sounds a little bit like Zote. So I still don't know what's going on with that. I did put a marker there. Now that we've kind of cleared out, more or less cleared out the claw line markers, we're close to clearing them out. I guess I'll start using these circular markers for just, I don't know, general mysteries. Things that I can't categorize just yet. Similar to the we just checked in with this NPC, but I've already forgotten the name of, like, I'm thinking Flaherty or Flannery or something like that, but it's, we need to kill some sort of a beast in order to please this individual. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked here, but the backtracking shall continue throughout the remainder of the Citadel, or at least what we've covered so far, and see what else we can find. All right, it looks like we have found the first breadcrumb for tracking down Jubilana? Question mark? Maybe I should read this quest again to remind myself exactly what is going on here. But I guess we are heading off in this direction. There is another track. There is another track ability. Let's go ahead and use our. I am noticing that there are iframes that this. Oh shit! I hate this thing. You get out of here. You get out of here. How do I fucking close the gap with you? Jesus Christ. Oh, the worst enemy ever. They're not really the worst enemy ever, but I just hate that they, you know, drain my silk. Give me my silk back. My silk is so precious. I'm going to quickly remind myself here. We have a couple more journal entries to fill. Let's just go ahead and go through the journal entries before I forget them. We've got the choir fly that just got filled out. For this bug to have survived Pharloom's climb, it must have teamed with stouter companions. I cannot imagine it succeeding alone. You know, safety in numbers. The other one was the snitch fly. Where will I find that is the question, though. The snitch fly, aka Grindel's companions. I'm putting them in the same category, but I don't know. He does look a little bit different from them. While these bothersome bugs are left free to forage, no loose rosary or trinket is safe. Don't leave the rosaries around the snitch flies. They're going to get them. The quest is where? These are the quests. It is the Wandering Merchant. Okay. It's a merchant that we're looking for. It's not a fight, right? It's just a merchant. We're going to have to fight through some enemies to get to her, but hopefully we will be able to find our way to the wonderful Jubilana. I'm hoping that Jubilana is wonderful, or at least has wonderful things. That would be nice. That would be a nice one. I am remembering, I have been reminded just how much easier it is to pogo with this Wanderer crest compared to the I've enjoyed the pogoing with the Reaper crest, but there's a little bit more of an input delay. When you go to pogo, there's a wind up before the pogo actually releases, whereas with the Wanderer crest you get it instantaneously, which feels so nice. And I had forgotten how nice that felt. I sort of did lose the breadcrumb, but usually they give you another breadcrumb right away in not too short order. Aha! I think I'm starting to realize, I think the special sound that we're hearing with the Wanderer crest is just a critical hit. I think that's really all it is. I think it's just a critical hit. No, I had a little too soon. Okay, I meant to do a sharp dart there, but that'll work. That'll be good enough, and because eventually this guy suicides, and it's fine. Okay, let's reactivate the tracker here. Like, there are these breadcrumbs all over the place, so even if we lose one of them temporarily, it's not the end of the world. Ooh, that was nice. That was nice. I am noticing though that there do seem to be iframes with the sharp dart. They do seem to give you enough iframes to be able to come out of whatever pack of enemies you happen to be in the middle of, which is good. Need to be able to have that mobility. Oh, there's a fine pin. Oh my god, it fell all the way down. Alright, that fine pin is going to have to wait for later, because we're going up. I do want to collect all the pins for the quest, but we also have a merchant to track down. We gotta, you know, juggle multiple tasks here. You made me come all the way up here to... Did they really just do that to me? Oh my god. Go up to go all the way down. Yeah, okay, sure. We get our fine pin anyways. There we go. All right. Oh, you're over in this. Oh, are you in this little cubby hole? Oh, we still have to battle through a bunch of you all, right? It looked like she was maybe hiding behind them. But yeah, I think I've noticed that when we get that special like metallic extra cool sound with the Wanderers, with the like right there, right on cue. Thank you for that. I think it's just a critical hit, because I think what I noticed is that there were certain enemies that died more quickly. They died in like 2 hits instead of 3. Yeah, I was making my way through Shellwood. That's what it was. There were certain enemies that I was battling with that normally took 3 hits, but then the critical hit comes in, and the enemy is gone in shorter fashion. So I'm going with that. It's a critical hit. Okay, we have found, I think, Jubilana. There you are. Oh, what a turn up. I'd feared 'twas naught but myself left sane about these halls. Seems this old bug's luck is not yet worn thin. I'm doing southern accents for some of these because, you know, the 'twas and it just, there's kind of a twangy, that's what I've got in my head for the voices for some of these characters. It was more than luck that saw me to you, madam. I promised the wish of bugs concerned for your safety. I urge you to head their way now, beside the old bell, up and over. Okay, that's what this was about. They wanted her to get to the, what's it called again? The Songclave. A small settlement is formed there, and the bell, reawakened, seems to ward away the worst of the Citadel's many dangers. A settlement? In these long haunted halls? Are you telling me naughty little lies, dear one? Well, I suppose there's not too much danger in going and seeing the truth for myself. It's probably more likely that these are supposed to be some sort of an Australian accent, given Team Cherry's location, given their background. I'm pretty sure they're all Australian themselves. Am I getting that right? I hope I'm getting that right. All right, our quest has been completed. Wish granted. Be away then, dear one, and leave me to gather up my trinkets and baubles. If this settlement of yours truly has bugs settled safe, I'll be able to make some lucrative trades. Blessings and farewell. All right. Jubilana is headed to the Songclave. Off you go now, dear one. Wait. Oh my god. Oh, this stupid. I've got to figure out, there is something wrong with my PC where the Windows, it's like the Windows gaming overlay is popping up. For some reason, I think it's got to be my controller. My controller is somehow activating. You guys don't see the overlay, but it will like, it'll lock me out of controlling the game momentarily. And if it pops up during a boss fight or something, it's very annoying. So far, that hasn't done that. It did pop up once during backtracking when I was battling an enemy. So I feel like it's a weird controller input thing I've got to look into. How to solve that. But this looks like the dialogue is exhausted. If it's my trinkets you covet, you can trade me your rosaries up at the shrine. Blessings and farewell. Okay, curious to see what she is going to have. Let's also get her Silksong here, assuming we can. I don't see why not. Long and lonely halls, gather what you can, sweet gifts. Hide away, holy sight. Darker now than ever before. Long and lonely halls, gather what you can, sweet gifts. Long and lonely halls. Are we just talking about the halls of the Citadel? Hide away, holy sight. I think it must be a reference to the Citadel, and then the holy sight is the sight of the being up above. The grand godlike being that awaits at the top. Is that the reference that we are looking at there? Okay, all right, Jubilana is going to be on her way. And I'll continue making my way here through the rest of the Coral Chambers. Interestingly, as I have exited and re-entered the same exact room, there is a thread of silk here where Jubilana was. Was this here before? We might have gotten this already. But just in case we didn't, all to end like this, all our wealth, all our glory, beauty, faded. All our wealth. All to end like this. All our glory. It seems to be all of the different pilgrim bugs who are now here and are, I don't know, having to turn over their wealth to the Citadel. But yeah, if we didn't get that, before, then we are noticing now these very, once your brain has clued in to the correct visual, noticing these strands of silk, they do stand out. So that is their when Jubilana is not, at least. Oh! Hello! I'm like checking my map. I'm thinking ahead to this red marker that's coming up like, oh, can I figure out how to get this, you know, item or shiny that we know is like hidden in the wall? And look who I found! Oh my god, the Green Prince. He actually shows up in the Citadel. I honestly, if I had to have guessed, I might have said it already. I was thinking he'd probably be out in like Biowater or something. But maybe I should have guessed that a prince would be in the Citadel. And this is why backtracking pays, because otherwise, you know, why would I go poke off? Why would I go poke over in this corner, you know, of the Citadel? I am completing this quest though. They had, you know, they smartly have, you know, put together the Find Pins quest that does make you kind of scour the landscape for these, although there might be an ideal farming spot that's close to the Songclave. But this is why we backtrack. Hello, sir. I'd hoped to never step these hateful halls, yet here I stand as all those hapless bugs before. Oh, hapless bugs before. Is he drawn to the Citadel like every other bug? Is that why he was locked away? Did he lock himself up and throw away the key because I don't want to get drawn to the Citadel? Oh, did we completely screw him over? Oh no. Maybe I'm reading too much into things though. You've journeyed far from that damp cell, tall bug. If you would oppose the minions of this Citadel, you have my respect. Huh. Then we share a rare stance, warrior. Few others seem possessed of will enough to resist. Okay, maybe he does actually have it. Similar to Hornet. Hornet seems to be able to resist as well. So many weak minds drawn up and strung, in love with the great golden leech atop their lands. That's the first time we've heard the creature referred to as a leech. The great golden leech? Is it actually a leech, I wonder? That's what he said. That's what he said. Great golden leech. Damn. So why was he locked up? If it's not because he couldn't resist, he's here of his own volition and he's here to oppose the bugs of the Citadel, but why was he locked up? I guess that's it. Farewell, tall bug, until we cross again. Or until death calmly claims us both. It sure feels like this is the kind of NPC that's going to help us in a boss fight. That's the vibe that I'm getting, but we shall see. But hey, another good thing that we have found as a result of this backtracking session. Let's go. Oh. I needed to do a little bit of a jump. I apparently, or I didn't even hit this wall. I think I might have hit this wall, but I didn't jump. Oh my god. Okay, now I don't think... Okay, so we're in this part of the... There's the... What I think is a mask shard. It sure is glowing very loudly. It could be a spool fragment, I guess. I don't know if they have the same sound or not. But this, this marker, this ring marker that I've got on the screen, I'm not sure that's going to get us there. Maybe it will, because maybe there's a switchback here that we found, because there was actually a secret chamber on the other side, and I was kind of pulled to it because I heard some skittering inside. I heard this thing. Yeah, I heard the presence of this enemy suggested that I would be able to get inside somehow on this side, even though there's no shiny sound. Let's get you out of here. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Nice to have 7 masks. We didn't need them in that case, per se, but, okay, so just another little alcove that has some rosaries in it. No switch to open the other doors, where the mask shard is in particular. I'm guessing maybe those doors never open. It's probably going to be the fact that we probably need to go in from the core somewhere. Now that I think of it, there's probably something that connects from this side that's part of the core, and then that connects into this room here, which I will replace. I'll maybe use this marker instead. It's fine. Still working out exactly what I'm going to do with these silver markers now that I'm essentially not treating them as claw lines anymore, but it's fine. One or the other, one way or the other, we will figure out that mass shard, or whatever's inside, spool fragment, eventually. Oh, hello. Hello, our friend is back. Oh my god. They are still cleaning shop here. Holy shit, I'm gonna heal. Just to get that out of the way, and then take you. Garmin and Zaza, was that their names? Oh my god, they are still going over here. Another fine pin for our quest. Oh my god, he is so excited. Oh, I love it that they're just they're all over the citadel here, cleaning up the coral entourage. Oh, sister, a grand victory achieved again. The haunted might of this place cannot stand against our pure hearts. I think that's basically the same dialogue. Okay, so I guess we're sort of progressing. We just need to find him in all of these spots, all of these different spots that he's going to be in the citadel, and then eventually, well, we're progressing their character, right? The citadel's twisted bows still infest these gilded halls. Many are their numbers. Okay, all right. I forgot to get the Silksong from the Green Prince. We'll hopefully meet him again soon. Let's get your Silksong again, just for the record. But I think we've done this a couple times now. We shall remember, we shall fight. For dear friends lost, we shall remember. Till the end together. Always in our hearts. I think that's the same as before. I don't see any indications so far that the Silksongs of any characters change depending on where they are or what progression has happened with their character. And I would think that I have my experience from Hollow Knight that tells me that, you know, the Dreamnail dialogue did not change for any one character as far as I know, unless we're talking about, you know, a character in a DLC compared to that same character that was in the base game. Then maybe you would see some different dialogue. What I wanted to do is I wanted to come back over here briefly and just check this. I did not want to necessarily go into a new area, but I did want to check this, because we know, I'm not going to sit at this bench. We know that there were rings here to get us upward. Oh my god, look at that. Whoa. Oh, that is sick. Oh, look at that. a little claw line ride. That is so cool. How clever. Amazing. And we have a full fill-up of silk. Awesome. I love one of the details that I have been noticing as I've been making my way, backtracking and up through, you know, places like, basically all the places below the Citadel, where we see, like in Greymoor in particular, there are, but in the Citadel as well, the Underworks and other places, there are these little thread or silk pickups where you have just a little bit of silk that's been spun around a spool. And then once you get to the Citadel, or maybe there's been some other spots besides here, but it feels like the ones that have a full spool of silk like we just got, those are here in the Citadel. It's like you see the progression as you work your way toward the Citadel of the dregs that have been caught and respun as you're making your way upward. It's really cool. Now, what I want to just do here is I want to poke my head in and see. Yep, it's a new area. Okay. And we do get the title card right off the bat. High Halls. There are bodies in the water. And I'm trying to make out exactly what they are. If they're enemies that we're familiar with. I guess we can get a little preview of the musical theme here as well. But I'm not jumping into the High Halls just yet. I presume that this is the zone that's connected to this mask, this streamer. And that eventually we would open up this connection over here back to the coral chambers. That seems to make sense. But I don't want to jump into this just yet. We now know at least that this progression here is linked to the claw line. Oh man, the music is beautiful. Looking forward to getting the full exposure to that soundtrack in due course here, but we're going to make our way back, continue our backtracking through the rest of the known portions of... Oh, shit! That just... There was no traction to be had there. That just slid me right on down. So, cool. We have reconnected with Garmund and Zaza once again. We'll keep looking out for them and continue to collect quest items. And, oh, that's the other thing. I forgot. I don't think we had caught up yet on our Hunter's Journal entries. There were a few of these checks notes real quick here. A few of these choir and choral chambers related pilgrims, the pilgrims that have become members of the choir, such as the envoy. I don't know if we had read this one yet. Bugs like these crossed the caves to bring me to Pharloom. I cut down many before my capture. Then I had thought them minded and cunning. Now I can see the singular will that haunts them all. Oh, have I not made this connection previously? Are these actually the veiled bugs? I mean, we kind of see similar masks or veils on all of the coral chambers associated enemies. Most of them, at least. I guess there's a few that don't have those same masks. But I guess these are the veiled bugs. I just hadn't thought of them because they were carrying... These ones are carrying this bell. And I guess that's what some of them were doing at the beginning of the game, weren't they? There were some envoys that had this bell and this staff that were with Hornet in her cage that they were carrying in the opening cutscene. I just now got that. Wow. Guide and oft-times leader within the Citadel's choir. That's a cool connection to make. Awesome. Those are the veiled bugs. We also got, I think, the choir, I want to say the Hornhead and the Pouncer, these next two. Once one of Pharloom's favored bugs, and yet their domain and their shells would have been the first to fall to the haunting. One of the favored bugs. The choir Hornhead, did this one grow large thanks to the Citadel's excess, or was its formidable size the reason it ever survived to reach this place? I love that we're getting more and more details to the flavor of this place. It is so freaking cool. Okay, the exploration and backtracking continues. Oh, hello again. Hello again. Oh, okay. Making my way here through, taking out the big, the grand reeds as I was kind of basically making my way toward the Songclave, and look who is here. The Green Prince once again. All of a sudden, he's looking at one of the masks from one of the cogwork dancers, and I think I just realized that he is one of those bugs. Or maybe not he's not one of the cogwork dancers, but they're fashioned after him, right? I don't know. Is he supposed to be a grasshopper or a locust? I'm probably getting that wrong. I'm terrible at identifying what the actual bug is supposed to be in real life. But we found him again, and he's inspecting this mask pretty closely, looks like.
Notelia.
You. So, it is done. My wish granted before ever I arrived. Oh my god. Was he going to help us in the cogwork dancers fight?
Megina Fora.
The bronze pair that danced this chamber. It is clear, tall bug, how closely they mimicked your shell. Was it you who provided their inspiration?
Mitor.
Not I, warrior. For this place, my heart holds only loathing. The dancers, they were the last free act of my partner. Always hopeful, always naive. His whole he gave in desperate trade to see our own caves left safe. His whole he gave in desperate trade to see our own caves left safe. His shell and soul became the mold. His partner in crime, or perhaps romantic partner, His whole he gave. What was the desperate trade? Basically, a trade with the Citadel or the... It's really fascinating. I've also been thinking about his dialogue just that we had a little while ago, where he's talking about the Golden Leech. That's really, I think, the first actual description. Anything describing this, other than Lace talking about the figure as godlike that sits atop the Citadel. This Golden Leech. It's starting to put these... Well, I'm starting to think of, you know... a big old frickin' gold-colored leech that we're going to be fighting against, a la, you know... Well, I'm not going to say... I don't want to spoil any other games. I probably have... I say a lot about other games that in retrospect, I'm like, you know, some people haven't played these games. Let me not talk about them too in-depth without at least giving some sort of a spoiler warning. But regardless, it's really interesting, his description of actually kind of knowing what this thing looks like. And now his partner apparently had some sort of a trade to say, hey, I'll make these cogwork dancers for you. Not sure for what reason. Like just to be entertained? To have some dancers that would give some entertainment? And in trade, you'll leave our caves alone. And his shell and soul became the mold. So long I dared not visit, even as our lands fell to thread and ruin. Instead, I wasted, a coward caged, too weak to witness his grace, bound in parody, so cruel. Too weak to witness his grace, bound in parody. He's talking about his partner. But I guess his partner was also sort of kept prisoner here in the Citadel, and that's why the Green Prince holds only you know, rage and bad feelings toward it. But I don't think his partner wasn't one of the cogwork dancers, right? Those are automatons. I'm a little bit confused by this dialogue, but I think it's clear, or it's definitely the case that he was separated from his partner. Whether the partner was held here in the Citadel or maybe off in the slab, I don't know. A coward caged. So then why were you caged? Just because, yeah, I don't know yet.
Nada.
Why was he in that cage? Take some solace, tall bug. His soul is now free from that shell of iron, and the fate that befell your lands. This Citadel too has been claimed full by it. Okay, maybe he was one of the cogwork dancers. Wait a second. Is that why the cogwork dancers, the Green Prince maybe was one of them, or one of them was fashioned after him, but then his partner was actually trapped inside the other? Because Hornet is suggesting his soul is now free from that shell of iron. Wow. I need to read the text again, the flavor text in the Hunter's Journal on that boss. This is a really... I'm taking some time to digest this because this is really... It's turning my gears. Like the gears that are in this room. I, slim consolation warrior, now that everything I loved is lost. God damn. Let's quickly read the Hunter's Journal here. Automatons of impeccable construction, welcoming entrance to their chamber with a display of deadly dance. 2 cogwork bugs, and yet the soul seemed singular. A sad yet masterful imitation of life imbued inside shells of iron. Maybe they were both fashioned after the Green Prince's partner, I'm not sure, or it was his single soul that was infused into both of them. And yet it was meant to sort of mirror their romantic entanglement. This is really an interesting... Talk about a depth and layering that you've put on top of what otherwise was just an incredibly cool boss fight and so much fun, even if it wasn't that difficult, but it was just so much fun to have that. The dance of the fight was just incredible. But now you layer this this heartbreaking story on top of it. What?
Veranis.
My wish is granted, and now everything I love is lost.
Veranis.
Wow. Okay, now I'm so glad we also came across you, because now I can take the time to get your Silksong. Our gaze as one, you and I always. Together we danced, together, perfect. Our gaze as one. Together we danced, our claws clasped. Together we ruled. You and I, always. Together perfect. Yo, that is... I'm actually so glad now that I forgot to do this at the previous stop, because if I had got his Silksong then, I would have been so confused. I'd have been like, what is he talking about, huh? It makes so much more sense now that we know how he's connected to the Cogwork Dancers. This is so cool. And also, it really, really, obviously don't tell me, but it makes me, on a subsequent playthrough, want to do things in a different order and make sure that we get the Green Prince to come here to the fight. Oh, how cool would that be to have him involved with this dance? I would love to see that. Obviously, don't even tell me if it's something you can do. I don't want the confirmation on whether he's in the fight or whether he's involved in this at all. Just let me experience that on a second playthrough, and maybe we'll even do that as part of the playthrough here on the channel, experiencing some things in some sort of a New Game Plus. I don't know yet. That's still very, very far down the road. But for now, keep me in the dark. But I'm so... What an incredible... The storytelling that that Team Cherry does, and it has done with this particular guy, is just so amazing. Wow. I'm so glad the progression in which I've been doing things here by going back through and freeing him first, because I wasn't even necessarily going to go through Sinner's Road. I made an audible last second. Hey, let's go through Sinner's Road too, and we freed him, and that, sure enough, that has paid off immensely. God damn. And we have finally reached the Songclave once again. I'm not going to rest here because of what I have in mind. We're going to check the map again here. I have now completed the backtracking for all of the coral chambers, at least everything that we've done so far, minus this one little stretch that goes over to the slab. I have not done any backtracking in the slab yet. We will probably save that for maybe next episode. I also haven't gone through the White Ward again, but we were just in there recently, so we might save that for the next round of backtracking. We will see. But we have completed our other quest to turn in the fine pins, so we'll be collecting the reward for that here momentarily. And there's a couple more entries to our Hunter's Journal that have been filled out. I have filled out the Grand Read, went through and defeated all of those Grand Reads on the way over here again. Fortunately, no deaths. Getting used to their attack patterns pretty well at this point. This bug bears a spool of silk, which they flail to attack. Though somewhat crude, theirs is a technique much reminiscent of weavers. I wonder who taught them such a use. The Golden Leech may not be a weaver, but then again, there is a hint here that maybe there is some tie to the weavers. The other entry was the Choir Elder. Time allowed their shells to grow thick, all the better for battering their targets. So we're getting close. We've got a couple more here. The Reed, the Chorister, the Bell Bearer. You gotta beat so many of those little stinkers. And the Claw Maiden as well. The Claw Maidens are a little tough because they appear so randomly. I am getting used to them though as well. They're just they strike fear and panic in the heart, but really they're not that tough. They're not that bad. Let's check in though with oh my God! Look who's here! Oh, it's been too long. It has been far too long. We also have the caretaker who is waving us over with quite... He really is interested to talk to us. So, okay, we'll let Sherma nap a little bit longer before we touch base with Sherma. Caretaker, all right, I see you. I see you raising your hand. Oh my God. all your work, and look, they keep arriving. It's bugs aplenty up here now. Hapless, weak, but alive they are.
Da, Finistra.
And I'm sure you're so happy for the... you seem so thrilled at the prospect of more and more bugs. More scared than weak, they seem to me. It is heartening knowing these few have survived, safe for your care.
Oh, cacho.
That's your work, bell ringer, not mine. Ringing and helping. Hope they recognize your efforts, cause I ain't providing much, and I ain't one for fighting if that choir and their pins ever come calling. Alright.
Ah, Elos.
Heard you did the savin' for our dear merchant there. I've seen her about, sneaking and scrounging, even afore you was ringing that bell. She's a useful sort, but don't let her age be foolin'. She's still the sharpest mind for a deal.
Not a miss.
Won't be long till there's nary a rosary about this shrine that ain't found its way into her pockets. Is she over in this direction? There she is. She's quite a bit bigger. She looks very similar to the choir pouncer, except about twice their size. She's as the fruits of her labor have allowed her a more generous diet, perhaps.
Sagrador.
Have you done it yet, bell ringer? Wriggled deep, discovered the depths of obsession that brought this place so low.
Fadastama.
If you speak of this citadel and its silk caretaker, then yes, I now know the start of it. In the ward down below, I saw it clear. The hollowed husks and the many torturous implements. Machines to instill a bug with thread that would see their life extended. Oh, I don't think I had quite put that together. Now that we've been to the White Ward, we're getting this dialogue here. And perhaps I should have put 2 and 2 together, but is that how we're ending up with stuff like the Claw Maiden and these other, like, they're not just purely mechanical implementations, these automatons. They're infused with some sort of life, aren't they? Machines to instill a bug with thread. Maybe that's even how you're getting, like, the Grand Reeds. All of these various, maybe it's just the veiled bugs in general. Any bug that has a veil over its head is done so because it wants to disguise this horrific, you know, torture and implementation, instilling this bug, just like we saw with that enemy in the White Ward, which we just looked at, the Dreg Husk. We'll look at the journal again here in a moment. That is, oh my god, a disgusting connection. It's disgusting, but also, at the same time, fascinating. I love that we're putting these pieces together. Aye, that's it, in part. But there's more scale to it than all that. Just think of them greedily shoving the silk into their shells. The madness that overcame them. Eternal life for mortal bugs. Then think on how long it's all gone on.
Wenera.
The children born of them, and all the pilgrims after. The silk has seeded deep into this kingdom's shells, generations deep. Wow, so it's not even just the citadel. It's basically all the life in Pharloom. It's all, as she said, seeded so deeply. No wonder Pharloom's bugs proved such easy prey for that haunted thread. It had only to seek for itself to reach them. So there's like traces, it's almost like midi-chlorians or something. There's traces of the silk that are within all of the bugs in Pharloom, and so that's how you get this mind control or this draw to the citadel.
Gafama.
Oh, now you're seeing it, Bellringer. These poor pilgrims, all born bound to the cruel system of our world, now stricken in its new cursed web. You at least are free from it, and free to shake it all up. If and that's your choosing. I wonder, why is it that the caretaker seems... I don't know, maybe the caretaker's not free of that same curse, but we kind of have a hint from some of the previous dialogue with the caretaker that he's not of this land, maybe? Or that there's more to his identity than we're currently aware of, or... Well, Hornet is kind of onto it, though. Hornet kind of knows there's more to the story with the caretaker. Here they limply lay, the castaways and the disillusioned and the used up. It's a sorry settlement you've summoned, Miss Bellringer, and a blasted bother for me. Not sure we have anything to offer him, not even hope.
Brondaga.
So cool. I absolutely love this dialogue that we've got from the caretaker. Let's get a little bit from you. We'll keep Sherma asleep. Let her rest as long as possible. She needs it. Sacred Pilgrim. The Citadel chose us, granted a little more living. For what purpose, though? Who could say? I guess that's nothing new. Okay. And there was nobody to speak with over here. Let's talk with the merchant, Jubilana. Hello again, dear one. Looks like we both made it up here, safe as told. And what a shock to find you were speaking the truth about this place. A settlement like this in the Citadel, nice and safe. Cloistering so many bugs with mines intact. Never seen anything like it, nor even imagined such. Makes trading away all of my nice bits and baubles much easier. After all, I want to take lots and lots of rosaries with me when my strength finally fails. Whoa. Oh my god, you've got some stuff. You have... Oh my god, you've got a mass shard. We went through all that trouble. All that pain and heartache against a savage beastfly. There's more. Of course, there are more mass shards. We weren't going to stop at 7, but... It's, okay. All right, we're not going to be buying that. Our 1,368 rosaries that we have compiled here as of... Going through the Citadel is quite lucrative, I gotta say. You do have another simple key. Simply forged and simply styled, designed to open all sorts of different locks if they be basic enough. So there are at least 4, as I suspected. And then there's a couple charms. One is this Ascendance Grip, a gleaming find for you climbing types. With this in your claw, you'll be able to stick to walls for as long as you like. Oh, I definitely want to try that out. It's like you can hold in place on the wall. I definitely want to see what that effect is. The other one is the Spool Extender. Stretch a spool out nice and long with this fine wrought tool. The perfect purchase if you're planning to hoard a lot of silk for yourself. This raises your maximum silk capacity. Who knows by how much? It's probably just going to be like a single bar. But I think we'll get those two. Those feel like good purchases. We'll wait on the simple key and the mask shard. We'll just wait on those for now because it's pretty easy to get back to the Songclave when we do need a simple key. So, good, good, good. Ascendance Grip we will purchase. And we will also take the Spool Extender. Even though we'll see exactly how much utility those each have. Let's see what additional dialogue you might have as well. Stop and share some of your rosaries before you go scurrying off again. Again, dear one, I'm sure to have something that's to your liking. Okay, that feels like exhausted dialogue. Okay, cool. Let's also then turn in the fine pins that have been gathered up from all over, and we get a heavy rosary necklace in return. 220 rosaries when we need them. Excellent. So, okay, cool. And then are there no additional quests just yet? Oh, that's right. This is where we got the White Ward key, wasn't it? That's an interesting little maybe lore connection. The White Ward key was up here. Was that left here by the caretaker? Because, he had a lot to say about the White Ward. Is it possible that he was just waiting for somebody to come along and get somebody like Hornet to get that key? Interesting. Let's look inside here, but I don't think there's going to be any NPCs inside of the Bell Shrine, the first shrine. Okay, it's time. Oh, the pilgrim left. Interesting. Where did the pilgrim go? Sherma! Hello! Oh, hoy there! I was hoping we would meet here, Red Maiden. Rising at last to the heights of the Citadel and being amongst so many of my brothers and sisters. It is a blessing indeed. Yes, a blessing. Your voice belies some hesitation in that belief, little pilgrim. You have seen now the reality of this broken place. What do you make of it, truly? Do not judge me a doubter. The Citadel is a holy place indeed, resplendent and vast beyond my wildest hopes. But yet the grand halls ache with silence, and I see suffering in the shadows wherever I peer too deeply. Fear and pain. Why were these things allowed into our paradise? Have my brothers and sisters not yet earned their holy reward? The faith is starting to slip ever so slightly with our dear Sherma. This place is holy, yes, but I worry at the suffering of our fellow pilgrims. So many are hurt or exhausted. Your doubts and worries will not heal them, little one. If you would aid your fellows, you can start by dressing their wounds. The simple rags found around the settlement will do for bandages. Oh, that's an excellent idea, Red Maiden. Normally, I'd think a song would suffice. I would expect nothing less from Sherma. But, yes, more direct action is certainly needed, and the Citadel itself shall provide the materials. Praise be to this holiest of holy places. Fear not, brothers and sisters. If we work hard and keep our faith, the Citadel will provide for us. I have no doubt. We have raised her spirits once again. We'll work on some of the synergy here with our little chorus. We got some practice to go here to have all of the different members of our musical group on the same page, but it's a work in progress. Oh my god. Okay, so Sherma has made it to the Songclave. Good. And we've picked up some new stuff, which I want to equip, but I want to do it at a different bench. What I want to do, my idea this whole time, maybe I said it at the beginning, was I kind of wanted to start exploring the core. We've talked to the 12th architect, and it seems like the architects in general are connected to the Cogwork core. So let's start there. Let's go ahead and make our way. Before I respawn the Grand Reeds, these should be gone, since I haven't sat at a bench yet, and we'll go and we'll bench actually in the core. Because I don't think I've ever actually explored this room that shows that it's on our map. Although I will quickly check and see if the Green Prince is still here. Green Prince has finally gone. All right, where will we reconvene, if at all, with the Green Prince? We will see. But yeah, I think I just briefly like jumped down here and I saw, oh, new zone, which I do have the map for, so I must have gone a little ways into the zone. Like maybe we got it, maybe we got the map here where there's a bench. I will finally sit though. Yeah, I think this was where the map was, wasn't it? I think so. Let's look at though these new. The first one we want to try is this Ascendance Grip, Gilded Piton, that allows one to hold in place while on a wall. Let's swap out the weighted belt for that. So you can just... you hold toward the wall. Oh my god! That is so convenient. That's actually... Oh, if only this existed in Hollow Knight. If only. Oh, wow. I love this. I'm instantly in love. It's actually what I thought it was going to be, and it's awesome. Okay, I love it. That is staying on. We are keeping that one. Now, the other one here is going to be a question mark, because I need to kind of see. Let's look at how... Okay, I can see, basically, the spool right now lines up almost exactly with where the wall is. So that's actually very convenient for us to measure exactly how much this changes. That gives us, actually looks like 2 more bars. 2 more bars of silk? 2 more bars of silk. I don't know if that's worth it. At least not when I have... I don't know if that is worth it or not. I have to say... Maybe we should try it. We'll try it for now, and we'll leave on our quick heal. We'll see if that's worth it, though. This conch cutter has been a lot of fun. Do I stick with it? I think I will stick with it and continue to experiment with the conch cutter as we make our way into the core. let's see what we're in for here. Okay, so we got this door that we need to open up. The Cogwork Core. We are finally we are switching now from backtracking into new territory. Oh god, listen to this theme. I thought at first that we just had like some intense enemy noises that were ratcheting up here, but it's the theme. Yeah, in addition. All right, what do we got here? Ooh, oh my god. Okay, all right. This dude is intense. Look at this guy. Holy crap. Holy crap. The Cogwork Choir Bug. Bug forged of iron, rotor, and cog. The automaton works tirelessly to maintain the core that houses it. Dude, he just goes like... goes into straight-on berserk mode. What about you? Oh, okay, all right. You're actually extending a little... Oh, shit. Extending a little... I was gonna get him to extend the spikes and then pogo them. That's what I was gonna do. A la White Palace. Yep, sure enough. Sure enough. Now, the thing is, I keep forgetting, we have this new ability to hold on to walls. Oh my god, that is so good. We're gonna have fun with this one. The Cogwork Crawler, automaton built in the shape of a scuttling bug. Its back contains retractable pins, intended to cut song cylinders free of any obstruction. Is that what these are? Song cylinders? Where are the song cylinders actually? Oh, this is so... Look at this. You can just like if you were using your crystal dash, except you can lock that in place, similar to a crystal dash, but you don't have to like, you know, go sprinting off the wall and face planting into gears. Okay, what do I want to do here? Oh, that worked out nicely. That worked out nicely. Perfect. Dude, I love this theme. It's so different. And that's been the wonderful thing about every zone in the game so far has had such a unique theme, in addition to such unique enemies. All of these little critters. And we now have the Cogwork Spine, spherical winged automaton housing many sharp spikes. Spiky boys! Oh my goodness. I am forgetting something I've actually been forgetting quite a bit, and I've not been doing it during backtracking because I've just been in backtracking mode, and I've been forgetting to get the Silksongs from various enemies. So we need to do that with some of the automatons here. How do I get... Is this actually something I need a double jump for? I will mark it as a double jump for now, because it does kind of look that way on first glance. I can't cling the wall there, and I'm just not tall enough. No claw line's gonna help me in this situation. Oh, gauntlet room, of course. Gauntlet fucking room. What in the hell? Oh, okay. Shit. Okay, so far so good. The floor changes on me though, in addition to everything else. Ah, okay, I didn't have to do that. Okay, these guys are not, this is, oh, who is that over there? It's a Zode automaton, oh no. What the hell? We're just gonna take this slow. Take this nice and easy. We're gonna have to do some pogoing here at some point, unless we do some of this action. Oh my god. The dude is... We're making him sprout. We're making him spout steam. Dude was so... He was literally steamed. Wow. Okay, so far this is actually pretty chill. I'm sure they'll find a way to ramp this up shortly. But so far, this is not bad. We could do a claw line here. That was not a good idea. Let's go. That was not a good idea to do a claw line. That was not a good idea either. Too much height on that pogo. Okay, I just want to get over to the other platform. That's all I want to do. No! God damn it. Alright, well. Turning out to be a little more intense than... Oh, shit. Alright, have we faced these guys before? This is... Why did I didn't mean to... Wow, we actually deflected all those! I can't believe that. How the heck did I do that? It's because I had Quick Slash with my Wanderer's Crest. That's why. Is this a... I feel like this is a new enemy as well. But I don't know. I don't know. Ah! Oh, shit. Okay, one of these is definitely... We had seen this guy on the left with the spear. The shield and spear. We saw you before in the room that had the map. I do remember the armor sets that we just looked at previously a moment ago. Getting a little bit face tanky here. This is not good. Not good. Oh my god, okay. Running a little bit low on health here. Let's see if we can charge up our silk a little bit here and get a heal, hopefully. There we go. Man, it's so nice to have 7 masks. 7 masks is the life. How in the world did we ever survive before without 7 masks? Are you kidding me? I love how the steam is like the precursor to the enemy popping out of the floor. That's so good. It's a little bit of a Moss Knight. Wait, was it a Moss Knight? Was that the enemy in Hollow Knight? I think so. From Green Path. I think it feels a little bit like the Moss Knight there, that attack pattern. Okay, take a heal. All right, I don't know if the extra spool, our new charm giving us extra silk in our spool fragment really helped us there. I don't think we ever even got to max, but hey, we survived a gauntlet room on a first try. Let's go. And we got some new entries to read here. So we filled out, we added this guy. Oh, he was not new. So these guys were not new either. These were the cog workers. We have faced those before. But now we have this guy who kind of is a little bit like so. Not really, though. Cogwork Cleanser. Steam Shooting Automaton. Forged to clean the cogwork core and keep it free of infestation. The conch shell was really effective against that. Having to jump over to that platform and do melee combat with that guy would have been a headache. Cogwork Defender. Cogwork construct forged primarily for the core's protection, bears a shield and poke pin, and possesses a lethal understanding of their use. All right, we are surviving out here, and we're making our way into territory, which might connect back. Oh, I love this wall grip. It's so good. I think we are connecting. Yes. Yes. That's kind of what I thought. I kind of thought this might be the case. I just came through this room a little bit earlier and found the secret that was on the other side of the room. But now it felt like the more and more, the fact that there was no way to reach this mass fragment in this room, I thought we're going to get there through the core, right? It's just going to connect through whatever this room is. Sure enough, suspicion confirmed. Now, did that open any of these other doors? So this one is still locked. I don't know if we're meant to get behind it. This one here, we've already been behind now, right? You can hear the scuttler in there, and that's the one that we found earlier. That was behind that little ledge that I needed to jump over. Okay, cool. So I think that has solved that mystery. These guys are down here. I don't think there's anything else to do in that room. Cool. Mask fragment get. And now let's go down, except I don't have to slide if I don't want to. Oh, you just feel so in control when you're doing that. What a great feeling. Okay. Once again, another there's so many cool little like jars and unique looking assets that are down here in this little, basically a hole that doesn't have anything else. Who knows, maybe there's supposed to be an NPC here later. Nothing there now though. No, wait, really? Oh my god. Okay, so all right. Get you out of here. Okay. I don't know why that's so funny. It's just, it's adorable. That's why. It's adorable, man. All right, we need eventually to get a double jump to get up in this room. But I think we're done. We are done here. Let's fill up our silk. Get charged up on you all before we move on. Okay. So we have a heal banked away. Now we can proceed. We actually want to, yeah, let's keep heading downward. Dude, this theme has such a, there's such a beat to it. Oh, we do need to go all the way down in order to, okay, I get how this room is laid out now. Like, this is actually a wall right here in the middle. This is a barrier that we cannot get through. We need to go down and beneath it and then ascend on the right-hand side. This could be a sharp dart right here. Maybe. Decided to use 2 sharp darts there just because otherwise we were going to take an additional hit, I think. Okay. Man, I cannot say enough how much I love this. I forget what it's called. This new charm is incredible. The Ascendance Grip. Oh my god, this is so good. The control that it gives you over your scaling acumen. So freaking good. That guy could probably just be pogoed, right? The steam shoots out to the side. Dang it. The steam shoots out to the side, and you could probably just pogo the guy indefinitely. Yeah, that's... You are extremely weak to pogo. Where... Oh, okay. Alright, sure. I felt like maybe that this... I don't know what surface this is, if it's glass. It feels a little translucent, but it also looked like you could break it. But it seems to be pretty sturdy after all. There is something to get up here, but there's also a path downward. Let's go down first. Because it does seem like it leads over to... It leads over to a little alcove on the right. We need to get... Oh, we actually do have a heal. Let's take that heal. So we can get our little weave light to proc. Okay, this is going to be an exit when we're done with this little room. Is it another... Is it another gauntlet? Another gauntlet room, guys? Are we doing this again? Whoa, what the hell is coming out of the roof? Oh my god. Dung Defender, you look a lot different. Oh my god. What the fuck? Die! Okay, okay, alright. Alright. Okay. Shit. That does 2 damage, of course, because it's a Silksong. I can bounce things off the walls too. Look at me. I can do it. I can do it too. I wish your stuff hurt you. I wish I could bounce these back at you and actually get you damaged. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Freaking. I was half expecting to hear Doma, Doma, Doma as you're bouncing off the walls. Oh my god. Okay. Hunter's Journal. The Cogwork Clapper. Yo, that was it? We already got the notes on this one. Rare automaton intended to perform the ringing of bells and cymbals in the depths of the core. I have not yet seen the bell this automaton is designed to ring, nor do I ever wish to hear it. Such a clamor would no doubt be unpleasant to experience. God. Oh, Hornet. Hornet, Hornet, Hornet. So, yeah, this thing was... Oh, of course we can just quick strike. We can just quick strike right here while we're hanging on the wall. This is amazing. This is so cool. We need some more silk. Because we need a heal. Let's see if we can get that. I forgot to do... Well, I don't know. I also have not been thinking about doing the needle-in... Almost said pindolin. The needle-in in, you know, circumstances like that, where there's a rare enemy that we might only see one time. I've just been forgetting about it, guys. Like, bosses... We have maybe missed out on this in this playthrough on the Savage Beesfly's Silksong. Forgive me. Forgive me for that grievous oversight. But it's hard, you know, when you're in the middle of battling a tough boss. You're not thinking about flavor and lore building. You're thinking about kicking his ass before he kicks yours. So, can you blame me? Maybe that thing will respawn. The clapper. Clap on, clap off. I had a feeling one of you was gonna pop out of the floor. We want to probably go... Which way do we want to go? Is there anything there? No. Anything down? Answer yes. I need to time this. Okay. Not the worst timing ever. Oh my goodness. Good thing we went down. That's a spool fragment. 1 of 2. Okie dokie. Sweet. Finding good stuff. And now we are out. Oh, and there was a shell shard there. Okay, cool. Cool. So the clapper has been clapped. We might need to... Is it gonna make us pogo upward here? It's not gonna... I don't think it's probably not intending that level of difficulty. Let's avoid the obvious... No. What? God damn it. How did I not grab onto the... I was apparently not in the position that I thought I was. Those guys are hilarious. And once again, we see, as with all the other automatons, we see the little gleam fly that flies up and away when you defeat it. I think we gotta go. This is okay. There is. Wow. They are going to ask us to do some pogoing. I needed to dash. I'm so glad I have this. This is such good timing to pick up this. I think we can just go across and claw line to that other wall, right? And do the same thing here, maybe? Well, didn't have to. Now we just go back to this wall. Man, this is so much easier when you have this grip. This makes this so nice. What I just need to decide is... There we go. I should actually have just jumped up. Shit! Ah, it's gonna put, I knew it was gonna put me all the way back down. Bummer. Bummer, dude. Ah, almost. Almost. Let's go down and then back up. No. So, okay, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to pogo twice? That might be it. Just pogo twice. There we go. Now we get to open that thing. All right, cool. Okay, shortcut has been got. Looks like you got to do a double pogo. All right, at least that wasn't double damage. That's what that was supposed to look like. Now, I think before we go in this tunnel, we want to go up and activate the other shortcut. Okay, I was trusting that there was a wall over there. It would have felt pretty mean for there not to be. Cool. Awesome. Now, what is this? This logo up here, is that the white ward symbol? Or is this something new? Another gauntlet room? At least we have a bench. Oh, this is... Oh, there's a barrier here. What am I thinking? I was thinking that to the right there was going to be a gauntlet room. And I was like, oh man, they're putting like spikes, like cogwork spiky wheels that are going to be on the sides. Where the heck? Oh, this is how you climb up into the upper portion. Oh, shit. And then... Do you connect to the cogwork dancer room with this thing? The answer is yes. Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, what the fuck? I thought this was a wall. I thought that was a wall, man. Oh, okay. It's one of those things. It's a claw line hookup. I seriously thought there was a wall. I go to like grip on the wall, and instead I faceplant the fucking... Amazing. Okay. So now we bench. And we've got our shortcut open. But now is when I want to connect over... Well, maybe I want to connect over into here. I'm not sure. I have a feeling, actually, that this is going to lead into the territory of this cogwork dreamer. We can take a peek. Let's at least take a peek and see. Get our bench. We find out. If it's a new zone, then we can keep going upward with the core. Yeah. Close one. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shit. The I keep forgetting to do that. I keep forgetting to go for a for their Silksong. Because we've gotten the dancer before. To mend, lift it, fix it, me. We've gotten these guys before, but I have not gotten the other cogwork automatons. There's a good chance that they all kind of have the same song. It's possible. Seems to be... It would definitely be par for the course. Oh my god, actual Path of Pain. Reminiscent of the Path of Pain, at least. Just shades of Path of Pain. All right, we're finally back in this room and able to shift this big old turnstile in the horizontal direction. This has got to be a new zone, right? It is a new zone. There it is. Should we get the title card? We've gotten the title card for the other new zones. No title card, huh? No title card. Not yet, at least. We keep hearing this voice, who I presume to be the Cogwork Dreamer. I don't know for sure. Oh, what the fuck? That did not do what I expected it to. That certainly was unexpected. Okay, we have not gotten a title card. We're going to wait. We're going to keep focusing on the core. I wanted to see if it would give us a title card. If instead we get the mad ramblings of let's see, we had, I'm actually going to quickly check my notes here to remind myself. We have the architects that we know about, and then what are the other two? We have the conductors, which I think the conductors are up in, I think this is the conductor, and then the other one is the keeper, or the keepers. The mad ramblings of the keeper construct. Oh, you guys respawn. That's actually very convenient, because now I can maybe get your Silksong. Am I who to serve? I wanted to just get... I just wanted to get the guy. I just want to get the guy on his own, not with you in the picture. Can I figure out how to do this? Cool, there we go. All right. Let's try that again. Try that again. To mend, work eternal. Uh-huh. Nope. Thank you, dice. The dice is like, hey, we're just trying to get a song here, that's all. Am I who to serve? To mend? Some of this is similar. Some of this is kind of similar. Critical hit, and a parry. I'm missing these pogos so badly. It's so bad on the pogos. Let's take a heal. Let's get a heal. Okay. Yeah, nothing too crazy on that Silksong, but I do want to keep making the effort to get as much flavor from these enemies as we can. So now, let's go back. God damn it, I should have claw lined. It puts me back down here. God damn it. No, I was too close. Is it easier if I go back? It might be easier if I go down this way and up here. This is probably less of a headache. And I could get your Silksong. Oh, that's nice. To serve. Lift it, fix it, me. That's the same. Yeah, I had a feeling. Am I who? There we go. Yeah, it's just like the Silksong with enemy types of a particular zone or group are very often shared. But we still got to check to know for sure. Still got to make sure. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back down, buddy. Oh, he's taking his time. Taking his sweet time. The core. Holy. Lift it, fix it, me. Work eternal. No, come back. Oh, shit. Oh. That's actually very convenient. This, man, this holding onto the wall, holding in place is so nice. It's amazing. It's changing my life. Oh, we can have a little duel here, and I guess who's gonna win. His heart was in the right place. His heart was in the right place, guys. Okay. All right, let's head upward. Now that we have this connection, the claw line connection. Get me up here. Sweet. And we continue. Oh, it's another claw line connection. No! Shit. Please. Please work the way that I expect you to. Claw line connections are going to be everywhere here. Holy moly. Oh, I was supposed to get off. Oops. I just thought, oh, this is going to take me where I want to go. I don't have to think about it. Nope. You need to be a little bit more proactive there on the dismount. Same as before. Same as before. I'm really curious to check the Steam guy actually. The Steam head boiling over. Same as the others. Same as the others. Okay, cool. Boy, he just keeps going. He just keeps going. Yeah. Yeah. Get away. Get that. Keep that steam away from me. Don't even think about it. Oh, this guy. Okay, we are kind of in White Palace, folks, aren't we? This is fun. This is fun. They are kind of doing some... No, wait, what the hell? Oh, I go down. Got it. There might have been something to go further down. I'm not sure. But I think that was the natural way they wanted us to operate that, navigate that. Yeah, I want you to get sufficiently out of the way. No, I didn't claw line. Okay. Maybe we can take care of this guy first. Let's do that business first. Okay. Okay, good pattern on those guys. And that's a nice silk charge up. And we need the heal. And that is open to us. Excellent. What was up here? Nothing. Maybe there's something up above. But I suspect there is obviously something up above. And we are heading in that direction as we continue upward. I was simply wondering whether I might need a double jump to get up there, which I'm fond of doing. I love thinking about all the places where double jump is not really needed, but I just think it is. Probably more likely that we go around and over. Using the claw line. That's fun. I really like how this section is designed. This is excellent so far. And it's even more excellent given our, given the fact that we have this. I can't say it enough how much I love the, I forget, is it the architect script? Whatever it is, the stick to the wall, glued to the wall charm. What am I doing here? I think I'm going over here, aren't I? Dang it. Okay, not ideal, but it's fine. Actually, I want to go over here. Nothing there, just a temporary holding ledge. And I kind of need some silk. Let's get what silk we can. Why did I dash? I should have floated. I did not do that soon enough. I might be able to just do the single pogo though, and then claw line. I was able to. Oh my god. Oh my god, that worked. Because claw line bounced off of the cogwork wheel. I should have pogoed. I don't know if it requires you to pogo there, but that's clearly what I should have done. Maybe I should be claw lining all of these. Maybe I should like just claw line this one here and then go to, the thing is I'm gonna run out if I only have 2 claw lines before my silk recharges. So I think I do need this one pogo first. There we go. Wow. That's so satisfying, man. I love it. It's a great area. I'm about to be dead, though, if I don't get some silk or a bench. But at the same time, we're here? This is the architect? Are we here already? He doesn't come charging off the ledge, so we could use you for silk. And that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't know what's coming next, and we don't have a bench just yet. I think we can actually charge up on you, right? Because you respawn. You do. Oh, I just need to not fucking take another hit. Okay, heal. Now, so we could go up on the left-hand side, or we could continue in this direction. Let's just see what's over here first. Death, almost. I want to get as many instances of silk. I was gonna charge up my, oh, you do. Oh, you do suicide yourself. You hadn't done that yet. First time for everything. Looks like we can ascend both sides. I mean, we're here where the architect's icon is. Are we about to do a boss fight? Or no? Okay, so there's no boss fight immediately, so we can take time to digest. I'm like tensed up and ready to fight. And then no fight yet. there are giant, what look like scrolls of music. This is the Song of the Architects. Is that what this is? And they're lit up. I'm gonna destroy the light here. I am not destroying the light. What? Did I? Ah, you can move the light. Oh, that's so cool. You can actually move the spotlight. I thought for sure it was just gonna destroy it, but I actually did something else there inadvertently. Is there actually a puzzle here? Do we actually have to line up the song so that it aligns properly? Let's just explore around a little bit before we jump into puzzle mode, but that's it. There is a precedent for it, given that one room that was way over here, I think, on this side of the coral chambers, there was like a little puzzle match memorization pattern thing. But yo, we might have to align some symphonies here. Look at the little figures on top with their gramophone style speakers. I like how the theme fades out. This is so not what I was expecting. I really was thinking like, oh, this is actually turning out to be a pretty short zone, and, you know, I guess the thing with that's, I gotta remember, if we're, I don't know how this is gonna be. All my parallels are Hollow Knight. I think about what's the parallel to how this was in Hollow Knight, and if we think about the Dreamers were, you know, spoiler alert if you haven't played Hollow Knight. I'm assuming that you've all played Hollow Knight, so please, if you haven't, go play Hollow Knight and come back and then play Silksong. But the Dreamers were not really bosses themselves, or they weren't boss fights. They might be preceded by a boss fight, but ultimately taking care or awakening the Dreamers was a very straightforward task once you reach them. So perhaps I shouldn't be too surprised that we're not immediately greeted with a boss fight. Will we get a boss after we align the scrolls properly? Let's, the question is, what are we supposed to do? Let's start to, I guess now, jump into puzzle solving mode and figure out how many different, okay, well those look like they line up. Is that, should we just go with a very straightforward, let's just see how easily we can get everything to align. That looks like it lines up. Okay, that wasn't that hard. That was not that complicated. Okay, as per usual with me and any sort of puzzle, I'm almost always overthinking it. And I have found over the years that the moment that I stop overthinking and just try to do the simplest thing possible is often where I get success. This looks like it's lined up. It's so cool that we can push this little spotlight around. Not necessary. The room is lit well enough, I think, to be able to tell when these line up. Now, the challenge here that I'm seeing is that it looks like this one has to be changed because it doesn't line up with anything above it. That still doesn't line up. That does. So let's presume that's correct. If it is, then that means this has to move. Okay. And then we do this last one. Boom. Does it, maybe they just have to line up, period? It's, I don't know if there's a specific song or pattern for each tower. There's 4 of these things. The masks here are not like the architects that have the 4 eyes. These are more akin to every other bug that we come across. Those actually line up, those bottom 3. It looks like it just has to line up, period. So these are not too tough. So far. Does that work? I don't think that quite worked. None of these seem to be quite working. Let's leave that bottom one. Oh, this is a little bit awkward here. No. No, I didn't want to hit both of them. Shit. Just to be safe, we'll jump off the wall so I don't accidentally hit the bottom one. This one I'm not getting a very easy match with anything yet, at least between these two. At least it's not obvious. Maybe I'm missing something. Like maybe there is a slight misalignment that I need to account for. But that's probably my overcomplicating brain jumping in and making a mess of things. But I am definitely not seeing... I'm not seeing the line on this one yet. Why don't we start from the top? Let's try to make some sense from the top. Actually, I should have just left that one in place. This is rather annoying because of the fact that I have to do this off the wall. Does that work? No, because there's one here on the second one that's not lined up. That does not work. Okay, let's leave that there and go up to the top and see if we can get this. Oh God! What? No, I don't have a dash. I don't have a dash. Rip. Bonking here. Yeah, I want to go all the way over. Oh, claw line. I didn't think about that. Can I just wanted to change the top one. And now let's change the second one again. We'll go like one at a time on the top. And see if we can get something on the second row to align with each of those. Fuck! So far, I'm not really seeing anything, though. Oops. This one, I feel like... There we go. Okay, that's the first one I felt that's lined up. So that must be the correct one. Right? Right? That's gotta be it. Let me get the light over here. Make this a little bit easier for me to see. There we go. We got this now. We got this. Okay. Now there might be a boss fight. Now, expect anything. Be ready for anything. Charge up your needle. Be ready. Or be ready to sit, or not sit, but stand at the conductor's spot. I don't know if this is the conductor's spot, because we actually do have another dreamer that's known as the conductor, right? This is the conductor over here, I think, right? do get to play the needle in. A new needle in tune. Oh my god, what? We've learned the Architect's melody. One part of the threefold melody entrusted to the industrious architects. Does this mean we've actually learned a new song for the Needlein? Oh my god. One part of the threefold melody. It's not a dreamer, it's a melody. That's what they told us, isn't it? Gonna check my notes again here and review my dialogue, but that's what they said. Regale us with our threefold song. We would hear the song of the architects at the core of our citadel. They who sustain our realm, its walls, its floors, and its voice, even as others fall silent. That was so cool with all of the constructs lighting up in the background. There was so many of them. Amazing. Objective updated. Oh, look at how the eyes are glowing. The architect's eyes the architect's melody has been learned. It does play a different tune now. At least in this spot it does. And we get a reprise with all of the... Except we ran out of silk, dang it. Wow. That is amazing. That is so not what I was expecting. I love it. Absolutely incredible. Now, I do want to just quickly test. I want to go over here. Oh, and then we go back to the needle in the way it was. So it's only in that specific circumstance that the needle-in uses the different song. For a second I was thinking similar to having different crests that we can equip. We could equip different melodies to our needle-in. I kind of hope we can. Maybe I just haven't learned how to yet. But it might just be this thing that it's a contextual thing to complete your overall quest. Holy shit, that's amazing. Okay, I guess that's all there is to this zone. Is that all there is to the Cogwork core? Let's just check around here. See if there's any. Is there any? We want to go back actually to. We want to go back to where we fought the dancers, and we want to talk to the architects there. The architects, the automatons, the constructs that spoke to us previously. We need to at least update them, right? To see what sort of updates they might have for us. But we also need to navigate our way downwards here without dying. Can I do this? Oh shit. Oh my god. I need to... Okay, there we go. Did we do it? I think we did it. I think we did it. What a cool... Certainly not nearly as lengthy or... Well, I don't know if it felt a similar difficulty level to White Palace. Not Path of Pain. Just the regular White Palace. Certainly not as long as White Palace. But I would say a bit more clever. I really love the way that the claw line works with these parkour puzzles. It's awesome. All right, let's see if there's an update here. Pilgrim of Pharloom, you rare chosen, who hath ascended. I'm gonna check my notes here. This is the same as before, right? We would hear the song of the architects at the core of our citadel, they who sustain our realm. This is the same as before. So, okay. They don't have any updates just because you learn one of... You need all three. You need all three in order to get the threefold song. Do we still play our regular needle in here? Okay. All right, so in these particular, that is such a cool way to do it though, to have the Needlin play that particular melody. That is awesome. That's where we will wrap up this installment of Silksong. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me until the end of the video. Learn the threefold melody and open the path to the Citadel's crest. I am wondering exactly how we're going to structure our progression throughout the game here. Because I was thinking, I had started to formulate this rough plan of it might be fun to culminate our backtracking here by going through the Cogwork core, and let's see what happens when we get to one of these dreamers. And we did that, and we learned a melody. And so I get the sense that it's actually not going to be, considering where these other icons are placed, it doesn't seem like it would take too long to get the other two. Who knows exactly what these other two zones could be like. But given how long that the core took, like we could maybe, if we wanted to, we could spend next episode just collecting the other two melodies. And then what would happen? Would we essentially be opening the Black Egg Temple and allowing ourselves to get our first ending by, spoiler alert, beating the Hollow Knight? Is that how we want to do things? Because certainly my Hollow Knight experience teaches me that that's not the end of things. That's only really the beginning. And I don't know, because there's still so much more to do, or at least feels like so much more to do, because we've got entire zones that haven't been explored yet, like Biowater and Mount Fay. So there's a lot more to do in the overworld, quote unquote. So bouncing between the overworld and the Citadel was kind of what I had in mind. Like, take out a dreamer, go explore Biowater, come back to another dreamer. I don't know. I don't know if that's how this is supposed to, how the progression here is meant to be structured. But we'll think it over. We at least have the Architect's Melody and our backtracking post-claw line completed, which feels very good. And I love all of these interactions that we've been having with Garmund and Zaza, the Green Prince, and his connection to the Cogwork dancers was unbelievable. Just what an amazing video game. I love this game so much already, and I cannot wait to see what else is next. I don't know where we're going next. We'll ruminate on it and think it over and jump in maybe to the Slab and Mount Fay, perhaps. But I also know that maybe Biowater has the last of our Pale Oil quest. That's my sense, at least. And I want to get that pale oil, man. I want to get that shit. So we'll see what happens next time. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.